Welcome back to Techtonica. My name is Nilos, and we are back here with more Techtonica. And in our pre-early access, thank you very much to Firehose Games for giving me a chance to sort of build a little factory and showcase it to you before you get a chance to get your hands on it. So this means that I can show you some things, and then you can improve it and maybe learn a few things as well, get inspiration, understand how things work, because there are some things, hidden mechanics here. Let's talk a little bit about what we're going to do today. First of all, I have placed some foundations. I have placed more of these science facilities in the meantime, just so that it keeps going. So I've just been basically preparing for today's episode. Today's episode, we will be focusing on plant matter factory into fuel and kindle mine and processing units. Probably not going to get two processing units, but we're going to need the parts. So we need all the plant matter. Now we don't have that yet because we don't have found it yet. Okay, there's a little funny little bug here. I just need to look at something there. So first though, I want to show you some secrets. If we look at the map, you can see there's a little green dot there and a little green dot there. Because under a waterfall, there has to be, I dug this out, there has to be secrets, right? There has to be secrets under a waterfall. So a fast inserter, some fast belts, and some other things. Awesome. So you can dig in here. There's a lot of protected areas around this. So that's just makes it a little bit difficult. Also, I dug in here under the waterfall as well. Dug all the way in, and lo and behold, there's another thing. That's a lot of cool Shiverthorn extract or Shiverthorn cooling, which will help us just mine more stuff. Right, so those were two secrets that we wanted to show, and now we are going to go out exploring. We want to find this RH. We don't know what it stands for. Oh, by the way, wasn't there like there's a blinking thing up here? Let's check what that blinking thing is.
Signal triangulated. New location added to HUD. Mind the voltage.
Mind the voltage. That's probably good, because next episode, not this one, but the next one, will be about getting some better power. But we can't get the better power because here's a little setup. Because this crank power is awful. It has to go up to this level. And one of these is the next type of power we need. Oh, let's make them accumulators. And in order to get to the next level, then we have to get plant matter frames.
Accumulator. Stores electrical power for delayed distribution.
And we're going to be digging our way through this. Now, there's a lot of exploration as well in this game, and a lot of this kind of thing. I want to try to avoid it and focus a little bit more on the factory designs, because, you know, my strength is in terms of factory design. And also, well, there's also some kind of enjoyment in exploring things yourself and just seeing the wonders of this world. So we are now in here. We're going to focus on getting to that, but there are more cool things. Like this is the backside of our iron deposit. Is there anything else in here? It's kind of nice to just float around here and just see if there's anything. Oh, look at that. There's some things over here that we can definitely scan. But there's also in here. Let's go scan these first, because that is definitely something we want. Look at those giant things. That is a 2 out of 5 high voltage cable. High voltage cable. Look at that. We're getting all the high voltage cable now. 5 high voltage cables. Sweet. Anything else? Nope. Let's move into this location. Have I scanned? Yeah, I scanned this. All right. So we need to get to this RH location. And we can see that if we look at the map, there's a close distance where we can probably breach really easily. So let's try breaching here. And we've now breached into another hidden cavern here. Let's get down here. So now we can see there's something interesting in here. You can see there is a door that's locked. So we need to scan our way, or dig our way into that so we can reach it. So we can now reach it. There's more cable. At this point we just get stuff for it. And let's see.
Door unpowered and secured.
Unpowered, you say? Unpowered, you say?
Power restored.
Perfect. All right, we have now access to a gigantic warehouse that has full of cool things.
Jetpot.
Here is a nice thing.
Warehouse. I knew that gigantic door was a good sign. Scan this place for some basic electrical machines, especially those planters and threshers on the racks, and pick up anything else you can find.
So let's look around and all the things that we can get. So for example, here, this is a monorail system. Not exactly something we can build right now, but hey, it's pretty cool. There's tons of these. Let's also, they were saying sort of something on the racks. There's some racks here. Interesting to put those up here. This is a planter. This is the whole point of what we're going to do today. So we had to find this warehouse first before we could get the planters going. And here we go. That's going to get us all the planters we need. And there's also some loot in here. Just a few things.
Lots of good tech fragments here, but
absolutely.
I doubt we'll find anyone to rescue.
Look at that.
People would take what they needed and get back out there.
Atlantum. All right, so let's scan all of the filters inserters. So we got the filter inserters done, and now it's about finding all the other cool things. Oh, that's so good. And also some filter inserters. All right, then we get the threshers. We got all the thresher is now unlocked. Perfect. Or at least, yeah, it's available. We have some shards, so now we can actually get it. And we're going to take all the rest of this because it's, well, it's just nice to get some free components. Why not? Scan everything you can, always. No reason not to. Well, maybe the lights are not really necessary all the time. Oh, more planters as well. Let's scan all of these as well. And over here we have another little box of more of those Atlantum things that we don't know anything about. And over here we have, yeah, this part. Oh, come on. There you go. It says processing unit 40.
Supply facility access door with self-repair materials.
I
Tier
want that
4
one.
technology required to manufacture.
Look through the window, Breaker. I can literally see the mining charge tech fragment on that table. What kind of miserable bureaucrat puts high explosives behind a securely locked door?
I know.
You think we would be here if we didn't know what we were doing?
Yeah.
I want you to fix that door as soon as possible. I want you to blow things up.
I want that too, but we can't always get what we want. All right, I got that one, and I got that one, and I felt that there was one more. All right, well, oh yeah, there's one over. We already got that. That's the first one. Cool. This one. Yes. So we got 3 locations, and we can now go out of this. We don't need this anymore. And if we look at the map, we have all these things discovered. This is the stuff inside. And this is a chest, and one of these is a chest, and then the last one is inside. There's a whole rack of things that I haven't done yet. How is that? Is that this one? Oh yeah, it's just this one. Yeah. And there's nothing in here. Cool. So let's look at a little bit out. So there's more iron here. There was, wasn't there some iron here? There's a big iron deposit over there. We could continue to explore, but I think I'll save that. You can see there's also something cool over here. Definitely something we always want to take those. Let's just get that one before we go home. Here we go. We found it. What do we have? Ooh, good. Oh, wow. We have 2 water wheels. Wow, we get water wheels from it. Lovely. I sorted it. There we go. Hey, that was totally worth it. I can't get back out, but that's okay. We just respawn, which is perfect because this is exactly what we want. We want to get back into our base and, of course, crank the crank. There we go. Perfect. All right, so now we have the opportunity to research this thresher. There we go. And the planter. We have lots and lots of points here, so we'll basically take anything that we can take. We have the filter inserter. Great. Oh, filter inserter. Great. And then we can also do fast inserter. Mark II conveyor belt. Okay, that's now I'm kind of being a little greedy here. Overhead lights, light sticks there. Processor units. Let's do that because we were told that we needed that. There we go. And anything else? The mold flatten. Don't know what that does. Mold speed. We don't have enough. We'll get that soon enough. And aside from that, we have pretty much all we want at this point. Good. So now that we...
Inbound.
There we go. Thresher. Before we get started on actually building the thresher things, we're going to be expanding our little bus here a little bit more. We are going to work on some more automation. We are never going to be handcrafting again. And if you see anyone handcrafting, you know, maybe you should tell them that it is hugely inefficient in this game to be handcrafting. We want to make sure that we automate assemblers. Now, first I was like, you know, we don't really need automated assembler. We don't need that many, but actually you do need quite a lot. So let's make sure that we get those sorted, and we already have the components over here. Now, this is of course like super inefficient. You should be having like dedicated lines of all these things, but ultimately we're only going to be making, I don't think I even want that. We're only going to be making like a small amount of all these. So if I use a few more machines than I technically need, it's not really something I bother too much with, to be perfectly honest. You're going to get this one in, great, and copper comes in here, and that one, and you're going to get here inbound, right? Let's see, this is 1 to 2. Okay, so that is all good, and this one is 1 to 8. Okay. And this is probably not going to be keeping up, but it is what it is. All right, so we are now getting some of this, and I will get a box for this. And this is also where I'm going to show you another neat little trick, because do you really want this many assemblers? No. So what I do is I do this. There we go. Now I only have room for one stack, and that stack is 500. Don't click that button. Don't hit space when you open it. For example, here, this one here, I've done the same thing, so I don't overproduce the storage. I don't overproduce belts either, because this is way too much. I'm also going to do it over here and here as well. I think that's super important to get that done, so that we are sure we don't overproduce things. Now that takes care of, slowly but surely, it will take care of what we need here. Then the next thing we absolutely want is, actually we want to make some new filter inserters. They're going to take some electronic components and some inserters. So again, I'm going to be wasting too many resources here. This one will be electronic components, because that is wire. We already have the wire here. So let's get some wire there. I think we can recycle that. And what was the other thing it needed? And let's see, this, I'm going to get that here and here, so we can take you, and you will be making, that was the filter inserter. Filter inserter is actually as fast as a fast inserter, but it also has a filter. It's a little more power intensive, but it seems to me at least worth it. Let's see, what do we need? We need 1 and 5, so these have to be here, and just 1 here, and this will be an inserter. And yes, we're going to make inserters multiple places. Don't really care. We can definitely make something better for this, but it's fine, right? It's fine. Okay, you're gonna get that. This one is gonna get here, and you will be making that one. The reason why I'm doing it this way instead of getting some better, getting a bigger bus, is because branching in and off of bus, I find that to be incredibly difficult in this game. So I'd rather avoid it to the greatest extent possible. There we go. And that should give us some filter inserters in just a little bit. So I think we got a few of these. Let's see. Ooh, that is quick. 66 of those, and also 18 assemblers. Perfect. And I've also have a few threshers and planters. So we're going to have this giant space out here. And we don't really know how much space we're going to take, so I'm going to build it and experiment a little bit with how it's going to be. I'm probably going to regret wherever I place it. I'm just going to regret it. So we'll need to get started and see how it works. So the first thing is I'll place it here. These two will be. I'm going to use the kindlevine. We have both the silverthorn and the kindlevine. So first of all, we also need to manually harvest another. Not silver, shiverthorn. Shiverthorn, which is needed for coolants. We're going to do that at some point. But I'm going to start by doing this one. That means they will be starting to work on this. And they will take a couple of minutes. And then they will output something for us. Cool. Let's also see. I need my... They need to go to number 4. Because we're going to use that. They will simply go out. They're going to be really slow outbound. And they will go into something else. So what happens is that this stuff that comes out will need to be threshed, cut into pieces. Let's do it like this. It's not coming in very quickly, so this should be fine. And then we get the threshing here to take something in and then get raw components. I think we can put basically anything in here, and then it'll go out. So what happens now is that this will have two things outbound. They will have seeds outbound, and they will have some bundles of other material that we need. And this is where we need to use our newfound filter inserter. So we filter here and say, you are going to take the seeds, and the seeds will go back. I believe that the ratio is 2 of these to 1 of those, but I guess we'll have to find out. I'm pretty sure it is. So now we have all the other things available, and now we need to get the other remaining stuff, and that will be out here. 1, 2. These will be, and I think it's this item here, which doesn't have a name. It's really weird. Like you can see below, everything has a name except this one. Weird. And what happens with this is that it also needs to be threshed. We're almost done with this, so I can continue to build this one. And let's see how. So for some reason you can't build it this close. It really bugs me. Like why are you not allowed to build it this close? Don't know, but you're not. And I will then take from here and get it over to that side. Now, this needs to be fast inbound. And the silly thing is, silly, but these filter inserters, I believe they're as fast as the normal, these inserters are much more expensive. So we'll definitely try this to see if they are faster. Actually, you know what? I think I'll do... I was considering actually just replacing one of them. There, and then replacing this.
Threshing initiated.
There, threshing initiated.
Be advised that all generated outputs must be relieved for production without
Let's see if it
disruption.
works. So that recycles. And also here, I can just get some of this in, because you need a little bit of excess, otherwise they get stuck in the belt. And I want them to be stuck in the belt, but not too much stuck in the belt. So now I think I have a little bit of excess. Good. Here, this is now threshing. It gets one of these kindle vine things for each, which gets threshed, and it goes over. The seeds go back, and the other ones go in here, and this is producing a lot. So this is a challenge. Let's have a look at this to see if you're not getting anything in, are you? You're trying to get it in. Why? Why is it not working? Because the other one is too fast. Okay, that's fun. Then I guess I don't need 2 of these outbound either. Here, 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 and you will then be a insert like this. There we go. Now we have 2 items here. We have the kindle vine, which is going to be needed for a few things.
Double threshing.
There.
Thresh kind levine to produce
kind levine.
Stems. Thresh kind levine stems to produce plant matter fiber.
So much for
assemble plant matter
auto
fiber
voices.
into plant matter frames.
Good. Okay, so kind levine apparently is used for accumulators, so we need it on the bus. And the other thing was, what is that? That is this one, plant matter fiber. Let's go in and figure out what the plant matter fiber can be used for. The plant matter fiber can be actually used to make plant matter. Weird. 3 to 2. 3 to 1, and then it's an assembler, so it's 3 to 2. That's really awful. But that means you can also take the kind levine, let's call it kindle vine, but okay, and make it into limestone. So that means, but first of all, we're going to take a lot of this outbound. This is going to be important because this is also where belt speed is going to be really critical. I'm going to just take this out, and I'm going to try to get everything I can here. Even that one. And I'm going to get everything out. Oh, this is funny. Yeah, we have these. And I have some things over here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And this will be the plant matter, and kindle vine, and kindle vine. Good. So now we have all the things outbound. Now what's going to happen is we need to do the priority. So any kindle vine we get, we have to get it into the bus. And ironically, or annoyingly, I would say, you kind of have to have this one here. So let's see. What are we going to do? Oh, and power is always out. We'll just hit the crank for a little bit, and then we have 5 more minutes of working. Right. So one of this is just going to be filtered to go out. Okay. Easy. But I wanted to keep on this belt. I want one belt, and then I want to get here and here. These will take and make the plant matter frame, because that's the whole point of what we want to make here. Well, not the whole point, but a big part of the point. And I'm going to make it into a box. There's a box. And unfortunately, we have to do this. So in, and in. I don't think it's going to be particularly fast. I will then use that to make it go faster. That will be... Oh, nope. It's going to be plant matter. And then it goes in here. You will be getting plant matter fiber and the plant matter fiber. Obviously, it's not going to do anything because we got the kind thing here first. I don't know if I should have 2 of these. So let's do that. Okay. Here. Go to this location. Rotate. Rotate. And we get it all the way down here. Whoa, are we running out of iron? That's crazy. How are we running out of iron? Oh, some idiot did this. Oops. That's weird. Oh, because they're at the same place. Oh no, they're not allowed to be the same place. Actually, that's... I just do that. There we go. I just did... There was just something I just did because I just needed to go up a level here. And then I'm going to branch off from this belt as well. We'll just do that here and here. These will be branching off the Kindle vine. Do I want it in a box? No, because if I get it in a box, then we get in a box. Here, might regret it. And then I'm going to get it outbound as well, which again I'm going to do with these 2. And that's here and here, which will then go up and rotate, and then we get this on our bus. Let's just bring it as far down as the other one. So remember, the Kindle vine is for accumulators and something else, fast inserters, and the frames here that we are soon-ish making will also be for something else. So now, because I've used filter inserters both on the inbounds and outbounds, I can actually control it with my usual way here, because it won't be taken in or out. And now we have a funny situation that these can't pick up because I have this one going, and these can't pick up because I've got that one going. But basically what I need now is to make a loop, somehow, a loop here. Don't exactly know how we're going to do it. Well, we'll find out. But I want a loop that circles around so that it tries to pick up. So now my options are, I am going to need here. Let's see. That one. Because what I can do from this location is I can take filter inbound, and that takes here. So now that goes in, but I don't have the fuel. So I'm going to need to have a fuel somewhere. And I'm pretty sure the fuel has to be here. Don't know how we're going to get it, but that's a problem, a headache for another time. That's not going to be the fuel. There, mass deconstruct. Don't. There. I want to get. Let's say this is the fuel inbound, and do I want to build it that way? No, let's also bring it this way. All right. So I need to go. Just need to get stuff outbound. It's actually going to be pretty fast, so I want to use these, and that will be limestone outbound. Really weird. And basically what I could do with the limestone here is I could take this and bring it back to my feeder here, so that I'm making sure that it keeps going. and then feed the other part in here. I think that's what I want to do, but first let's just build it like this. We'll be needing more. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's way too much. Let's build them anyway. Here, because I'm gonna need it for a faster build as well. And on the other side, I will build 1, 2, and 3 because this now fits. What is this one gonna do? Well, it's gonna take and make some plant matter for each of these plant matter. And you just got misplaced, didn't you? No, you're actually the one that was placed correctly. The other two are misplaced. And here, that one, and that one. Try again. That's a lot of trying again here. And that goes plant matter. And plant matter. And plant matter. And this will go out on another belt. This way, I guess. And now we can get this belt here. It's gonna loop over. It might actually, oops. Let's get these ones out as well, just so that we are sure that we can leap over them there, and then jump and go here and turn and merge back in. So that's the essence of it. And we of course need a few things to work here. We need to get some kind of fuel in. You could also take the fuel from here and use that for, that's actually really a lot easier, isn't it? Huh. Yeah, let's do that. So now it's actually working right now, and it looks pretty damn neat, except that we have a little bit more here than we can handle, because the belt is just not fast enough. So did we pick up a little bit of the good belts? Ooh, we have 60 of the good belts. So let me try to force that in and get the belt to move a lot quicker here. That one as well. Cool. And then I am going to take my new belts. I'll put it on located 9 there, and that should help a lot with our speed. There. Right? This doesn't need to be fast, but this definitely needs to move faster. And then you can say we still have a lot, so let's at least get this one to be faster as well. There. What's really important is that this is a belt. It's not a separate entity, so whatever belt this is built by is also the speed of the splitter. So this is why it's important that it is also being replaced with the faster belt. So this is a big step forward. We have this in here. Do you have anything in here? No, not yet. This one. So let's see. We're just filling up the belt. Good. The kindle vine is also already filled up, and this is filled up. So now we have a little bit of conundrum, because we have the ingredients here to make. The ingredients here is what I need in order to make biomass or biomass burners, which is what we have over here. However, the ratio here is 50 to 25. But if I click this again, we need it. If I got lost. There we go. If I just take this, then I'm gonna have way too much biomass. But that can be solved by actually merging in the line here. So either I'm going to take these two lines and get them over here, or I'm going to take these two and get them over here. Either way, I'm going to have to figure out something. But that's definitely something that's super important. These don't have any fuel. That's kind of bad, isn't it? Yeah, we'll need to figure out something about this as well. So a little bit of changes have been done to make it all fit, and the idea was good, but it, yeah, it needed a little bit more tweaking. Now, obviously, with way too many smelters here, doesn't really matter, but we do have way too many smelters. That means we can potentially expand something out here later on, if we want to get more belts. But what I'm doing now is I'm taking the limestone and the biomatter. Where is it? Okay, well, it is getting here. Biomatter, they will go out here. The limestone will go in and merge with the other line coming from here, from the mining. And then that will go on a fast build, going in here and trying to fill up this part. You can see that it's not really keeping up now, but that's kind of good, because we want both of those belts to be moving. Then we have the biomass or the plant fiber coming in from here. Do we have anything residual? Yeah, a little bit residual. Basically what I'm doing is I'm making sure this belt get emptied into these two boxes, or into the two assemblers, and also any residual into this box. So that should be good. Let me just make sure that I have that one in here. Good. So, and hit that crank. That's going to be, we're going to get cranky next time and get done with that. And we have the biofuel going out and then going into a box where we have like, okay, let's not do that. But I've also decided to stop using the normal stop using the normal inserters pretty much everywhere, because these are faster and they're not that much more expensive. And then let's see what else was there. Oh yeah, we have these two just chugging along, trying to make this part here. I am considering, if we look at this, this is very idle. This is pretty much idle. So I am considering if we could make another one of these, and that will just be putting that into here. Yes, so we'll build one more. I'm not sure it can actually support it, but I think we'll give it a shot and just try to put it out here. There. And of course we're gonna get some of those seeds in here. Great. I want to make sure that we have enough seeds for everything to flow, and also just to, so that they, if you'll see here, they have one stuck, and then this one has to go down and have one stuck. So basically what you need is, you need the amount in here plus one in each inserter, and then anything excess is fine. So that's going to go over here. These are threshing. They are going to be emptying as fast as they can. They will be going over here and feeding this. So last thing we want to do today is, we have enough here and we have enough here. 1, 2, I don't know. That's 1,000 and 2, 3, 4. And there we go. That's also enough. And we have now everything we need for the next upgrade. That is the objective for today, was to get the upgrade, get that going here. And we also got some automation. Everything is so super nice. Let's have a look. That one, we got the plant fiber. Sweet. Let's upgrade the terminal.
Terminal upgraded.
Sweet.
New technologies and recommended tasks available.
The tech tree is really opening up now, Breaker.
Oh, it is.
Water wheels and mining charges are both going to be
look at that.
things I promise you won't know how you got this far without.
I completely agree. Water wheels. That's what we need. And so we need to go out and find some water wheels next time. And then we have, what is it? We only get cooling system. That's not super interesting, but we get, monorail. And we also start looking at whatever the blue ones are. So there's tons of things. We have blue core research. We got 2 out of the 4 for the blue core research. And we're going to go out and
Cooling systems
explore.
will probably help you open up a lot of broken, overheated facility doors in the sector too. And keep an eye out for those blue research core fragments.
Will do. Right. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed our little factory expansion. We'll continue to expand, getting some processing and some fast inserters and all that stuff going in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. Until next time, take care. And as always, stay effective.